Do you want me to?
Greetings and welcome to our access for, I'm sorry, not access for all, let me start that again. Greetings and welcome to our stigma-free meeting for June 2023. I am Hercules Invictus and I welcome Linda. Hi, Linda, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, and we're here, so we'll continue with the meeting. Let me make some adjustments so that I can see the agenda. Okay. Now, I guess we'll go over the status update for the May events. May was Mental Health Awareness Month, and I posted in all my forums and shared the fact that it was Mental Health Awareness Month, and people I discussed it with seemed to be aware of it. So we did all we can, I think, to spread the fact that it was Mental Health Awareness Month, and now we're in Pride Month. I attended the Stigma-Free Symposium on May 3rd and met a lot of people and gathered a lot of resources. I did not attend the Nature Center Trash-a-thon on Sunday, May 7th. And
Hold on, I'm going to try to take notes while you're talking, so I just want to catch up a little bit.
Sure.
So you did attend the Mental Health Awareness Month?
No, Mental Health Awareness Month. The month was
the Stigma-Free Symposium.
Correct. Yeah, and one of our goals was to spread the fact that there was Mental Health Awareness Month, so that people were aware of it.
Okay.
I did not attend the Nature Center Trash-a-thon, which was Sunday, May 7th, but I believe that Julie did.
Did she have a table?
That I don't know. We'd have to ask Julie when she joins us in the meeting. I attended the Senior Center Health Fair on Saturday, May 20th, and I had a table, and I met lots of people who were interested, and some took some of the literature that we had. We didn't have any freebies to give away at the table, however, and I enjoyed doing that. The Teen Suicide Prevention event, I attended that, and Julie attended that toward the end. Karen was unavailable on that day, and that went very well. The mayor was there, the assemblywoman was there, and several politicians beyond the level of assemblywoman and from Englewood were also present. It was at the Englewood Public Library. It was a wonderful event. I did not attend the JCC Rubin Run on Sunday, May 21st. I did ask them for information on participating by email and by telephone. They never got back to me.
Okay.
Okay, for status update, early June events, the 5K run on Sunday. I believe that 2 of our members are on the board for that.
That's Karen and
Chandri, I believe.
Chandry?
Yes.
Chandry?
Check the groups.
Okay, I will.
Chithra, Chithra, Durgan.
Okay, thank you.
And so I cannot attend that because I'm doing the polls on this weekend, the early voting. However, my wife is going to attend. So she'll be there from 9 to noon, maybe a little before and a little afterwards.
And her first name?
Athena, Athena.
And she'll be from what time?
She'll be there from 9 to 12, which is the length of the event. She might come a little early and stay a little late, but she will be there for the full event. Okay, then we have the status update on our areas of focus that we established. The Facebook group is running like it has. It gets members periodically, but not as much as it was when it first started. Do you have any suggestions for the Facebook group?
I don't. I see you post actively. And I think it's very visible and consistent.
And I try to promote it at least once or twice a month on my other things, as people are aware of it. And also in Tenafly Times and those type of
Yeah.
Continuing, I'm sorry, updating the borough website. We can now update the borough website. What they asked for was just a couple of paragraphs describing our mission. There was an old mission from the last time this was an active group, and I want to edit it. I want to rewrite it. So I'm working on that. By our July meeting, I'll have it written with whatever information we want to include with it in terms of resources, and also a link to our Facebook group in case people want to participate, and a list of when we're holding our meetings so that people can participate. Any suggestions for the website?
I think, do we want people to, no, I mean, I was going to say, will you add links to the Facebook group also?
Yes, because right now that's our only active community in our Zoom meeting. And Julie just joined us. Let her in. Hi, Julie.
Hi, how are you? Sorry for my delay. My meeting ran long, of course. These things happen.
It was up until you came in, Linda and myself, and we're just going over the agenda one by one, and we're still pretty much now the outage that I experienced at the beginning of last month, the beginning of May. It messed up a lot of things on my computer, so I lost a bunch of files, including our last meeting.
Oh, okay.
And my printer still can't access my Wi-Fi, so we have to get Optimum here to deal with that, because they said I might have experienced some difficulty with some of my computer, and I am. So I have to switch back and forth to reading the notes from my email. So if I'm looking off into space for no reason, that's what I'm doing.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that I took some of the materials from Jalen's presentation that his mother was interested, said to take them, that, things for the table that we could put on the table at the 5K. If you're looking for, I know you have a lot of county materials, but I was planning on just bringing them by your house in a little envelope just for more stuff to have out there. I know you're not doing the 5K tabling, but your wife is, right?
Athena is, yeah.
Got you. Okay.
So Athena's going to drop me off for the early voting, then she'll be back and set up for the table. I'm going to put all the things together for her, and she'll be there at least from 9 to 12, which is how long the event lasts. She's going to try to be there a little early and a little later.
Okay.
And let me get the agenda so I can tell you where we're up to and see if you have anything you want to ask or state. Okay, we're up to...
We have the banner, right? You got
Yes,
the banner, you got the tablecloth, so
yes.
that's great.
I'm just taking some notes, so if that's related to a number, I can add that in.
Yeah,
here.
we're up to status updates, 20, 23 areas of focus. The banner and everything was for the 5K run Sunday, 6:30. The other things were the status updates. Jalen's materials with the teen suicide prevention on Sunday, 5/21.
Mm-hmm.
And Julie, we're up to E,
Okay.
number 2, update
Gotcha.
for our website. So we were discussing what we would set up, and basically it's a link to our group. I want to rewrite the original material that Linda had there because I want to like strengthen it and direct it a little bit better.
Okay.
And
You
then
mean Amy had, I think.
Amy,
No.
what
Yeah.
did I say?
You said me.
Oh,
I said
sorry.
Linda.
That Amy had. It's been a long day.
I'm sure.
That Amy had. I want to rewrite it and focus it a little bit, and then link to our Facebook group, the dates of our meetings, and links to different mental health services that people can access quickly if they need to.
Yeah, tell me whatever it is that we want to upload. We'll put it right on one email, and we'll have Omar do that. That'll be great. So.
Okay, you'll have that very soon.
No problem.
Okay, 3, continuing outreach. Once we have our material,
Mm-hmm.
I intend on attending as many events as I possibly can, as I've been doing. I'm going to ask everybody else if they can attend events, or if they're going to attend events in a different capacity, if they can at least have our literature to leave somewhere so that people can find it. And I'm also going to start communicating with all of the people that were represented at these events on my podcast, so we get to know them and start working with them a little bit better, so that they know who we are, we know who they are, and we can brainstorm in terms of ways where we can fulfill our function much better, much wider.
Now, you said maintaining contact with Jaden. Was he Jalen? I'm sure.
Jalen, yes.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
I misspelled it. Let me correct it here. I'll correct it in the other.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. No, I'm looking at the agenda right now.
So I'm going to send the notes to Hercules for his review by a link, and then he can share it once he edits and approves, I guess.
That sounds great to me.
Thanks, Linda.
Sure.
Awesome. The podcast. Yeah. All right.
I'm going to let Linda talk about coordination with the Tenafly Public Library because she did a lot of work there, and we know what we need there, and we set a deadline before earlier in the meeting. So I'll let her.
Okay.
So I met with the library, and they're very eager to have to work in tandem with us. They seem to have a lot of information, books both for young adults, for adults, curated for the upcoming months. And they said what they really need from us is a brochure and or reference book for them, that sometimes they randomly have people come up to them and ask for referrals to mental health centers, specialists, all kinds of services. So they don't have anything like that. And that's something I'm willing to work on and put together. I don't know if we would have that printed in a brochure. We could make a reference binder for them. So I set a deadline to try to have that done for the summer. Do you know if we have a brochure in play that I can look at and see if I can add to it? And I would ask Pam to help, because I know she's a social worker, if she's available to help with that.
That'd be awesome. And I have in my possession a plastic card and then something from a local hospital. I believe it's a Bergen Hospital, but I'm not positive, or
Okay.
England Hospital rather, which talks about stressors that affect young people and what to do if you're experiencing certain stressors. So at some point, if we can connect somewhere, I can give you that, or I can mail it to you, whatever works best.
Oh, I did offer also, it's coming back to me, if they wanted that someone could come to the library once a week or whatever, once a month for an hour, 2 hours. If people wanted to come and ask for referrals, I'm more than willing to be there and do that, but not counseling, but give referral information.
That would be awesome. That'd
And
be,
they said that they would check, and that could be something that they could try to put in place.
And Linda, are you like envisioning where they might advertise like at this time we will have a person here, so it's like more of your commitment of like when you like, oh, I can go Thursdays between 5 and 7,
Yeah.
like that type of thing. Nice. That would be quite exciting.
Yeah, and if that's, I think I still would have to get approval from the library director, but I'm a little busy in this moment in time. I want to put together like a reference for all referrals, and then,
Sure.
anyone would be able to staff it eventually. That's the goal, right?
Right.
I think that is awesome. And if that's somebody from our committee being there, present with resources that'll help people locally, that'll be incredibly awesome.
Yeah, and that could be advertised through the library, so, or maybe people can book an appointment or whatever. We have a set number of people because I don't know that people would show up. We don't want to be overwhelmed by the same token.
Okay. Moving onwards, in terms of Jalen, what I was thinking of was sending an email to his mom and to him that if they wanted to, to join the Facebook group, they'd be welcome to. As
Sure.
a step, and then to allow them to post there, and then we can share it from whatever they post. We could share it or copy it and paste it or whatever we need to do to get the word out. And this way, there'd be a continuous and a central location for spreading that information.
Also, if you remember, he's a junior now, so he's got a whole nother year. Right, that's good. Okay.
Coordination with the Tenafly Public High School. I think for that, because the school year is almost over, I think that could wait till like August or September when the schools start, where we could pick that up. Or Karen wasn't able to join us tonight. She might be able to for a few minutes later, but I was going to talk to Karen about it to see how we proceed with that. Okay, other old business, the community wellness podcast and YouTube shows. I'm going to start that again when I am doing the outreach with the different agencies. I talked to people when I was at the table from other agencies, and they were pretty excited by the idea of being interviewed. So I think that'll go pretty smoothly. And if we're starting with once a month, I don't think it'll be difficult at all to book the show. So we can start there. I would like to focus on the local people as well, like both of you. Julie, you've been on my show. I'm an easy interview. To focus on the heroes within Tenafly who are time and energy toward, doing this. So I'd like to interview you about that. Linda, I'd like to interview you.
Thank you. Okay. We can discuss that, sure.
And I think a good time would be when we're starting the referral service. That'd be
Right.
good, where you could talk about it, and we put it there and people will learn about it through the podcast. Then they know when to come in and so on and so forth.
I think it's great, because I think what you'd be doing is make it more of a community in our town. So that's a lovely thing.
Yeah,
Nice.
people seem to be responding very well to the interviews for the Board of Education and council elections. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback.
Good.
So this would be the same thing, except we'd be focusing on mental illness and the stigma free committee. Okay, assigning more officers. Linda, you've taken on Karen's job for today.
Temporary, yeah.
Thank you very much for doing so. It's greatly appreciated. Working with other committees. I've given this one a lot of thought. We will, of course, promote anything having to do with wellness and Tenafly in whatever way we can. In terms of the committees that I'm involved with Access for All, which I mistakenly called this meeting at the beginning, and the Mayor's Wellness Campaign, I'm going to try weaving those together. I'm introducing the Access for All next because I started a project to focus on alternatives to transportation, because a lot of people who have disabilities or have accessibility issues can't really get around here in Tenafly and in parts of Bergen County. And it could be expensive to go to a medical appointment. Somebody reported to me they spent $210 to get an ambulette to bring them to a doctor's appointment. So I started making calls. I started getting some resources. RISA was a great help in starting that. And the Mayor's Wellness Campaign, I'll be focusing a lot on the other committees that Julie is a part of, especially nature and wellness. So I started promoting some of the things in terms of, I forgot what the term is, Julie, do you remember? With your nature IQ or something?
Oh yes, it's called so nature deficit disorder.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I started sharing it, and when I finish with the when we finished having our meeting with the Access for All, the Mayor's Wellness Campaign, I'm going to start shifting gears. So I'm focusing exclusively on physical wellness and nature.
Lovely. These are like pretty good connections you're making between the clubs. These are natural connections. So.
And this way we've helped promote things that are going on in Tenafly, more, and make that, if people want to find out about what's going on with nature, they can check with the Nature Center, but I'll have stuff that isn't on the Nature Center on my, group as well, so they could find out about those things too.
Good.
Yeah, working with new business, summer meetings. This actually became a no-brainer. For the summer, it's only basically July and August. And we're going to have a meeting either in July or August. So why not just have meetings in July and August? They'll be short, but we can this way at least touch base and find out on the things that we are focusing on, like how's the web page going? How's the library stuff going? And just so we know where we are and whether we'll be on target by September when everything starts. Anybody have any thoughts about that?
Well, I hear what you're saying. I don't tend to really go on vacation much, but I guess it just, since we are a smaller group, you might want to poll just your people to see if there is a time they're going away, because like for the Environmental Commission, like we don't meet in July, and Board of Health doesn't meet in July or August, kicks back up in September. So I'm just saying, and council meetings are just like one for the summer, like one of the months is like less than the, I think none for August. So just, I'm around, I'm not going anywhere. But just, play it. You can maybe poll if you could throw out a date and see, because you don't want it to be just, you and me. That's the thing on one of the months, we could always just pick up the phone and call each other.
Right. That's a good idea. Linda, what do you think? Can we just poll people and ask them if they'd like to meet once or twice during the summer?
Sure. I don't know. You could do Facebook polls, right?
I used to be able to do Facebook polls. They seem to have changed how they do them. Do you know how to do them?
I don't.
I will try.
Okay.
And then if I can't do it, I will ask, because I don't need to know the answer. If I have an answer, and somebody will show us how to do Facebook polls.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So next meeting, we'll leave that in question after the poll.
And then, maybe with that, you can actually have an actual date that you're polling people on, not just meet in the summer, but like you pick like a Thursday in July, and and say like, are you available on this date? that might be something you want to do, just
Thank
to
you.
pin people down a little bit more.
Because July 1st or the first whatever in July might be on July 4th, and people like to have that time off. Let me see.
Yeah, that might be a rough week, for example, right?
Let me see if I can access it.
That's July 6th, is that, but but you're good point. Town fireworks, by the way, are July 8th. They're a Saturday night.
Okay.
But that might be a week that people are away. I don't know. I mean, I'm around July 6th.
Me too.
But you can ask.
Okay, yeah, I'll ask people. And anybody have anything else they want to bring up as new business?
So just a couple things I want to let you all know about for town-wise situation. So I just mentioned July 8th are the town fireworks. During the day, there's like a concert geared like it's more for families, but there's a live music playing in that area that day, a little bit earlier before the fireworks. So if you come out earlier, just bring a sandwich or something, there'll be a nice music to see. But also related more towards stigma free would be on, we have a memorial, a ribbon cutting for the COVID memorial on June 25th. And this, I think, really is a very good tie-in to what we're talking about, because I think we can really promote this. So it's 10:30 in the morning. It's at Davis Johnson Park, and it's on Sunday, June 25th. And you'll see it on the electronic billboard. You'll see it mentions, I think, in the town calendar. We'll start to get it on the Friday mayor's call. But basically, we recognized that COVID was so impactful for our area, and impacted not only just, people who died, but also the mental health impacts. We have a memorial now that was made, and it's in Davis Johnson Park, and it is a plaque on top of a stone, and there's a special bench that we had put in that's an area of reflection, and there's landscaping around it. And so on that Sunday, we're going to have the official ribbon cutting. So we're going to have, some of us will be speaking, and we've invited as many of the relatives that we were able to, who are related to Tenafly residents who did die of COVID. That's what the dedication is for. So I do think it's a really good connection to Tenafly Stigma Free if we can really promote that event as well.
I think that'd be great. Do you know if they've made a poster or any type of promotional material?
No promotional material flyer has been created. So I am wide. I'm wide open to you putting the facts down onto something that we can share on Facebook. I do know that we have it on the town website. We have it on the electronic billboard. It's going to go on the mayor's message. We've sent out invitations to Temple Sinai, the convent, places where there were elderly who, the old age home that used to be called the Manor, but it's a different name. We've sent out invitations to certain organizations where they've had people die of COVID at high rates. But no, to answer your question, Tenafly doesn't really even have its own Facebook page, So no, we haven't made a flyer in that way. No.
Okay, no. I will get all the information from the Tenafly Borough website. I'll write something up and find a picture to go with it, and I'll start posting that until we get something else, or until I'll try to be creative and come up with something better. We'll just start. I could start it this weekend.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate that, because it is something I wanted to make sure that I told everybody, for Stigma Free, that was happening. I worked very hard with Councilman Menon on creating this COVID memorial. It's definitely going to be the first of its kind as far as towns go. So, I think it's a good thing.
I think that's wonderful. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, in wrapping up, unless Linda, you have anything you want to add?
No, I don't. Thank you, though.
In wrapping up, thank you for being here. You guys are awesome. I'm glad that this committee started again. And I'm glad that we're moving forward and that we're expanding. And I look forward to our expansion and growth till we get to a point where we can serve Tenafly very effectively in our area of concentration.
So I just sent you the link to the document. Feel free to edit that.
Okay, thank you so very much.
Thanks so much, Linda.
Sure.
And great to see you again, Hercules. And
Yes.
yeah, maybe I'll see you at the at voting, right? Because you do the voting, right?
Yes, I'll be doing the voting for 6 and 8, and I'll be doing early voting at the Rada Center. So I don't know how much longer I'm doing it. This is my 10th year of doing it, and I'm getting old and tired.
It's a long day. When I worked the polls, I had to be there 6 a.m. It's so long a day. It really is.
But it's great. And I look forward to it.
All right. Well,
you guys are doing a lot for the community. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have great ideas, Linda.
Take care, everyone.
Good night,
Be
everyone.
well.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.